how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Steps away. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, Elliott once more. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a danger.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brian Burns in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Steps away to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Vikings had 8-3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but...
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down. Throwing, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Brian Burns. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They'll run for it. Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll look to throw now on first down, eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Burke. And quickly they get to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Prescott on first down. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Escaping the pressure right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Prescott yet again. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They're going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That pass complete to Moore. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Draw play, Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Joe Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Now Prescott. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
From the 29, Prescott. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Prescott to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third down, Dalvin Cook.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now this throw caught left side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Prescott now. Flush to his right.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
oh, Prescott stripped. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Prescott. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Cook again.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading